welcome to this activity, which is about computing the consumer's surplus and the producer's surplus at a given price level, okay? So let's start with the first question, which is find the consumer's surplus at the price level of $8 for the price demand equation. D of x equals 20 minus 0.05x. First of all, a quick reminder about the consumer surplus formula. It's equal to the integral between 0 and x bar, the given point x bar p bar, okay, 0 and x bar of d of x dx minus p bar x bar, okay? So here, let's apply. But first, we don't know what is x bar, so we have to compute it. We have the price, which is $8, so p bar is equal to $8. It's equal to 20 minus 0.05 x bar, so the x bar is equal to 20 minus 8 over 0.05, which is equal to 240. So the consumer surplus here is equal to the integral between 0 and 240 of d of x, which is 20 minus 0.05 x dx minus the price, which is 8 times 240, okay, which is equal to 20x minus 0.05 x squared over 2, taken between 0 and 240, minus 1,920. So compute this quantity, guys. Evaluate this quantity as 240, evaluate it at 0, make the difference, and compute all this stuff, and you will find that the consumer surplus is equal to $1,440. Okay? Next question, which is about producer's surplus. Again, here I will make a reminder about the producer surplus, which is equal to p bar times x bar minus the integral between 0 and x bar of s of x dx. So here we have the price, which is $20. So we have p bar. We're going to find x bar. So p bar is equal to 2 plus 0.002 x squared, x bar squared, which is equal to 20. So x bar squared is equal to 20 minus 2, which is 18, over 0.02. Okay, so I missed the 0 here, so 3 zeros. So I missed 2 zeros here, sorry. Okay, it's there. Okay, so this is x bar squared. So x bar, normally it's equal plus and minus the square root of 18 over 0.0002. But here we don't consider the negative value since the x represents the quantity, the demand. So we're gonna consider only the positive solution. So you compute this quantity and you will find that x bar equals 300. Okay? Now, the producer surplus will be equal to p bar times x bar. It means 20 times 300 minus the integral of s of x, which is 2 plus 0.0002 x squared dx taken between 0 and 300. You compute this quantity, so you're going to find 6,000 minus, and this integral is equal to 2x plus 0.0002 x cubed over 3 taken between 0 and 300, and as a final result you will find $3,600 as producer surplus. Last question, which is a different question here because I didn't give a price level, but I said find the equilibrium price, and you're going to compute the consumer surplus and the producer surplus at the equilibrium price level. It means that first of all, we have to write the equality between d of x and s of x to get the equilibrium price. So d of x equals s of x, which means 25 minus 0.001 x squared equals 5 plus 0.1 x, which means that 0.001 x squared plus 0.1 x minus 20 equals 0. Here you're going to find two solutions for this second degree equation. The first one is x1 equals negative 200, and the second one is 100. As I said previously, x represents a quantity, which is the demand, so it can't be negative. This must be excluded, so x bar is equal to 100. So we can write that x bar is equal to 100. And since x bar is equal to 100, we can compute p bar using one of the demand or supply equations. Since they are equal at the equilibrium price, I will use, for example, the second one because it's simpler. So 5 plus 0.1 times 100, so it's 5 plus 10, which is 15. So the price is $15. And you can, of course, compute your consumer surplus and producer surplus using the formulas. So the consumer surplus will be the integral between 0 and 100 of d of x, and d of x is equal to 25 minus 0.001 x squared x squared dx minus p bar times x bar. It means 15 times 100. Of course, it's a polynomial function, so nothing difficult. 25x minus 0.001 x cubed over 3 taken between 0 and 100 minus 1,500, and you compute this quantity, you subtract 1,500, and you will find that it's equal to 666.67, which is an approximation, dollars. Okay? Now you can compute the producer surplus. Remember that the producer surplus is equal to p bar times x bar, which means 15 times 100, minus the integral between 0 and x bar, which is 100, of s of x. S of x is 5 plus 0.1 x dx. So it's 1,500 minus, and this integral will give 5x plus 0.1 x squared over 2 taken between 0 and 100, and as a final result you will obtain $500. Thank you for your attention, guys, and see you in the next videos.